working on fitting the motor mounts. There was some other kind of motor mounts for a different motor. I'm not sure exactly what it used to be in this frame, but I'm putting an L head, so I'm putting mounts that work for that back in. Well, this part always takes a bit of time. I'm identifying all the holes that are supposed to be here, and then I'll weld up the ones that are not supposed to be here. This thing got tweaked a little bit, so I'm working on straightening out this top edge. Well, this hatch channel rotted out from the center here out to the step, so I'm going to replace that. I've already got this side cut out, and I'm going to put some rust converter on here. There was a piece of metal that was kind of rotted out, and there was extra holes that I don't really need there. So what I'm going to do is I've got a new piece of hat channel, so I'll cut that and fit that into there. Well, to get the hayfield planted before the big storm that's supposed to come in this couple of days. Cut out the rotten part and got a new foot here, footstep or whatever. So we got all our holes identified with X's and O's, and we are plugging holes.
Always good to know what hole.
Little plug holes. We have new bushings put in, and we reamed them out to the correct size. We put new bearings in, and we shimmed it to the correct, so it doesn't have any play, yet it moves super easy. Okay, we'll go on to the next step. Well, this is all just temporarily set in place. Nothing's bolted up permanently, but I've got my steering box in now, the drag link, the tie rods. This was a Dana 27, so it had the one-piece tie rod. And I think this short one was altered, so I think I'm gonna have to either straighten that out or get a new one. But pretty much have the pieces for the steering all together. Well, it's raining today outside, so I couldn't pull my tub out to work, or I couldn't pull my Jeep out of the shop so I can work in here. So I decided to do a little bit of bench work. I got my steering box all built. Then I started working on the tie rods on the steering, on the chassis. So got keeping busy in between working on that tub. That tub's been, I think I've been on it for 3 weeks now. There's so many holes in it and issues with it. It's just kind of time consuming and tedious to fill all those holes and stuff. But I'll go ahead and show you what we do to fill the holes. So we take a piece of sheet metal that's the same size, the same thickness of the patch that we want to fill the hole in the tub. And this thing has different sizes, so depending on which size hole you want to plug, and then you end up with this little piece of sheet metal that you can plug the hole with in the tub. So now that machine leaves a little dimple. So what we do is we just take a hammer, body hammer, and we just tap that just to get rid of that dimple. And then we make an assorted sizes of hole filling plugs for the body. Little tiny ones, medium, anything smaller than a 1/4 inch we don't bother using a plug for, but you know, anything a little bigger, it just helps to use a little body plug. So you have to pick a plug that's slightly bigger than the hole, and then you can drill a hole that's the correct size for the plug. Once we got our little plug in there, then we can weld around it and fill in that plug. Gives it just a little bit of metal in there to plug that hole up.